Hey, what's going on, guys? Gemini here. Hope everybody's having a great day, and welcome back to the channel. Today I got my upgrade guide on how I upgrade my cars. We're going to be using this 1997 RX-7, and it falls into C-Class, 459 I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm going to be building this thing up to A-Class. That's what I normally do, A-Class 700. So let's get right into it. Once you have your car, you want to go on over to the Tune tab and over to the Upgrade shop. Alright, so once you're here, first thing I do is I install all of my tunable parts. So we're going to start off with the race brakes, the springs and dampers, brace, of course, the front and rear anti-roll bars, alright, the roll cage, I leave that alone unless I really think the car needs it. Once I start test driving and tuning the car, I'll probably go back and install it. But what I'm doing here, I'm going for a all-around car. So, you know, half on speed and half on handling. So I'm not going to install that. Over to the weight reduction. If I'm able to add the race weight reduction, I will. And in this case, I am able to because the car, it starts out at a pretty low PI. So I'm going to go ahead and install the race weight reduction because I like my cars as light as possible. That's what I look forward to when upgrading. Reducing weight is equivalent, in my opinion, to adding horsepower. So you could add horsepower and leave your car heavy, or make it, a lighter car and not add as much horsepower. Alright, so we got all of those upgrades. Now over to the drivetrain. I go with the race differential. The drive line, I usually leave this for last. This is just to finish off my builds at the end. If you need, a few PI to finish off your build. As you can see here, this gives you 2 PI, so you know where to come to when you need to finish off your build. Transmission, always check your transmission. Sometimes upgrading on a transmission, it will lower your PI and give you a pretty good boost on speed. But in this certain car, it does not. So I'm going to leave it stock. Once again, I might come back when I start test driving and tuning. If I see it needs a transmission for me to adjust the gears and stuff, I might go with the race transmission, but that's if it really needs it. But to start off with, I'm going to go with the stock transmission. The clutch, I don't upgrade on. I use manual with clutch, so I don't think it does anything when you use manual with clutch. Maybe if you're using automatic, then maybe add the clutch. Okay, so after that, I go and install the front and rear Forza wings, allowing me to adjust my downforce. Even though I use pretty low downforce, I think without the wings, you're not going to get the best performance out of your car. So upgrading on the front and rear Forza wings. The rear bumper, I don't touch. I normally don't upgrade on these. It really doesn't do anything. It's going to add a couple pounds, and it's not going to give you any performance. All it's going to do is just give you a different style to the vehicle. So rear bumper, I leave that stock. Same thing for the side skirts. I leave those stock. And then we got our bonnet. Not every car is going to have a bonnet upgrade, but it's going to reduce 5 pounds and it's going to give you 1 PI. So once again, if you're missing 1 PI to finish off your build, you know where to come to. Alright, then we got our tires and rims. For a all-around car, I usually go with the Sport tire compound. Once again, all-around car, I want this car to handle at 5.7 or 5.9. If I was going for a handling car, I would go with the race tire compound. Get that 5.9 up to 6.1 the most for a handling car for me. And then if you're going for a all-out speed build, I would go with the street tire compound. Alright, so once again, I'm going to go with the sport tire compound for this build. And then you could always improve that by adding a wider tire patch. So, upgrading your front tire width, which I usually max out on. And we're going to do the same thing for the rear. We're going to max out our rear. And as you can see right there, that's what I'm looking for. A 5.8, that's fine. That's what I want for my all-around build. Alright, then we got our rims. I tend to go with the lightest rim. There's a bunch of them out there. We got the Buddy Clubs, we got the Dimag, and so I'm going to go with the Dimag 9-spoke rim. It's going to reduce 20 pounds. Alright. So, and rim size, I usually don't upgrade on. I usually leave this stock. It's going to add some weight, not a whole lot. It's going to add about 2 to 3 pounds per per rim size. So I'm going to leave that stock. Same thing for the rear. I'm going to leave this stock as well. Okay, so you probably noticed I haven't even touched my engine yet, and because that's what I do last. Sometimes I'll go with a engine swap, and for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and go with the engine swap. 5.7 liter V8. So we're going to add that. And then I usually go into the conversions and install the centrifugal supercharger. So let's go ahead and do that. But it's all up to you, adding these components, especially the engine, to go back really quick. Just swapping the engine added 300 pounds to the car. So, it's all up to you. You can mess around with that. Maybe build the car without, with the stock engine. Then do another build with the upgraded engine, and do two builds. See which one performs better. But I was just going to show you, but I'm going to go ahead. I don't think upgrading the engine on this car is what I'm looking for. So we're going to leave the stock engine, go over to the engine, and this is a game within itself here, upgrading on your engine parts. But what I usually go for is I try to reduce weight as I'm adding, you know, upgrading on parts. The exhaust is a great component to upgrade on. It's going to reduce you on weight. Look at that, reduced about 52 pounds, and it added 32 horsepower. So your race exhaust is, for me, a must. I think it's one of the best engine upgrades you can go with. They, you can also definitely upgrade on your turbos or your supercharger. That's also a good component to upgrade on. But for now, I'm just going to go with the Sport. It's going to add 30 pounds, but it's not that big of a deal. And then we can go over to our rotors. These are your two major components that's going to give you the best performance out of your car. Your rotors, or the non-rotary engine, is going to be your camshafts. The camshaft is a great component. It's going to add a lot of speed to your car. See that 6.6 jumped up to 6.8. It also reduces a little weight, actually just a pound. It all depends on which one you get, but we're going to go with these street rotors. And then we can always go with the air filter. This also reduces weight. Okay. And we're at 693, so we can't do much upgrading on the engine anymore. So you can always go back, like I said before, over to your driveline, and you can install your race driveline. It's going to give you a 1 PI and reduce a few pounds at the same time. So let's go with that. We can always go back and install the bonnet. Alright, we still got 1 PI to work with. And we can finish that off with the flywheel. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there you go. That's the end of the build. That's how I build my cars. Once again, this is with this engine. Maybe you can try the other engine out, see how that performs. But that's going to be the end of this guide. Leave your comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a big thumbs up. Next video is going to be me tuning. How do I tune my cars? And I'm going to be using this actual build on this RX-7 for that tuning video. So until then, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace.